For today's painting, I am going to use black liner pens. You can use any brand pens that you have. I am going to use Micron and Staedtler pigment liner pens. Materials are mentioned in the description. Hi, this is Madhula helping you to draw, paint and relax through art. First, I start with the initial drawing. Do it very lightly. Actually, Zendoodle, Zentangles or even doodles are created directly using pen with your flow of intuitions. Here are some of my doodles that I directly did with a pen. However, this idea of directly drawing with a pen can be very much daunting for you as a beginner. So for any beginner, I would like you to start with pencil and then move on to doing directly with pen. So don't worry if you are not able to do it with a pen directly just yet. You will definitely get there with practice. After doing the pattern outlines, I do the outline with a pen. Here I am using a Staedtler 0.8 pigment liner pen. You can use any black liner pens. Once the initial drawing is done, I start with the patterns. So the second point is to fill the Zentangle inspired art or these kind of Zen doodle with the patterns of your choice. Just go with the flow. Any pattern is fine. Just draw from your heart. For this peacock Zentangle inspired Zen doodle, I am directly doing the patterns with a pen. Going with the flow can be very challenging sometimes as you might feel running out of ideas. So the third point I would like to insist is to maintain a doodle pattern sketchbook. So here are some pages from my sketchbook. You can create and keep patterns, and whenever you feel like running out of ideas, you can always go back and refer your sketchbooks. You can also refer online to get inspirations. Then you can combine few of them to create your own patterns. Because you are creating your own pattern, it will allow you to be more creative and also to stay in the present moment. This is very powerful as it can take away your daily stress. I do post video tutorials like this one every single week. So do subscribe and also click on the bell icon so that you get notifications from YouTube whenever I post a new video, and let's stay connected. As you can see, I might not follow the exact base lines that I have drawn. I just modify them as I go. This is perfectly fine. So my fourth commandment is, if you want to change something when you are doing with a pen and you wanted to go with your intuitions, go ahead and do it. Okay? And don't overthink about it. The fifth important commandment is not to try to be perfect. These art forms are very relaxing, and trying to be perfect will kill the whole purpose of it. Your strokes, patterns, outlines, everything could be completely different from mine, and that's perfectly fine, and that's the beauty of it. I also did an elephant Zen doodle. I will link it in the card above and in the description below. You can watch it once you finish this one. The sixth point I would like to share is to always do your Zentangle or Zen doodles in a very quiet place or a place where you will have least disturbance. It could be even a corner of a room. This will give you continuous focus on your art, and if you could get this continuous focus, I can promise you that this kind of Zen doodle session will be very much relaxing. I erase the visible pencil marks if there are any. Then I start to shade with a graphite pencil. Here I am using a 2B Staedtler pencil. Just shade the areas that you want to stand out. I want each of my feathers to show separately. I also shade the body of the peacock. The next point to note is that Zen doodles can be done on any size of paper, on any shape, that is, you can use objects, animals, alphabets, or anything you want. And you can use any color or choose to keep it black and white. You can make your Zen doodle session very meditative by increasing your focus on the repetitive patterns. So, planning and designing your own patterns and focusing on them when drawing takes you through a new experience of Zen doodling. This brings me to the next commandment, that it's about the process and not the product. The end work will be great, no doubt about it. But remember that it's about the process of doing it and relaxing yourself rather than being worried about anything else. So just go ahead and do it. The last ultimate commandment is to remember that there is no right or wrong in these kind of Zentangle inspired art or Zen doodle art. The ultimate aim is to feel calm, be relaxed, and to have lots of fun when doing it. Even though Zen doodle has no rules to it, just keeping these 10 commandments in mind, you can make lovely Zen doodles or Zentangle inspired art for complete enjoyment and relaxation. If you like what you saw and if you got value from this video, do click on the like button and share it with your friends too. Do subscribe and stay in touch. Here are some useful videos for you to watch. Have a great week. Happy painting.